Everyone in the village of Nira had a story. Some were carved into tombstones, others told over tea. But one man had only silence for a biography. His name was Idris. 45 winters had come and gone, and not one had melted the ice in his eyes. He wasn't cruel. He wasn't kind. He simply existed, like dust on a forgotten shelf. He lived in a crumbling house on the village's edge, where weeds outgrew dreams, and even time seemed to pass slower. Idris had once had a wife. He once had a son, but he never spoke of them. Some said they died. Some said they left. The truth? No one knew, and Idris never offered it. It was a Tuesday morning when something in him cracked. He sat on his straw mat, staring at the same crooked nail in the wall he had looked at for 10 years. But today it looked different, like it was mocking him. He stood slowly, his joints stiff as regret. He didn't wash. He didn't eat. He walked outside with nothing but an old shovel that hadn't been touched since his father's funeral. And he began to dig in the patch of dirt behind his home, where nothing ever grew. Idris pushed his blade into the earth. The villagers noticed around noon. Children peered from fences. A baker paused his cart. A woman whispered, "Is he building something?" But no bricks came. No cement. Just dirt flying skyward, one clump at a time. The hole was chest deep. He hadn't eaten. His lips were dry. His hands shaking. Someone finally asked, "Uncle Idris, why are you digging?" He didn't answer. Not until a curious boy called out, "Is it a grave?" That stopped him. He looked up, breathing like an old engine, then whispered, more to himself than anyone else, "Yes, I think it was." He climbed out. He looked down into the pit he had carved. Then he did something he hadn't done in 15 years. He laughed. It wasn't loud. It wasn't happy. It was a startled laugh of a man who realized he'd been trying to die without ever admitting it. He turned to the crowd. His voice cracked like dry wood. "I woke up this morning, and I wanted to leave this world. I didn't want advice, or prayers, or pity. I wanted to vanish." The villagers froze. Even the wind seemed to pause. He continued, "So I started digging, not to escape, just to bury what was left of me. But as the sun climbed, something happened. I realized this isn't a grave. It's a mirror." He looked down at his filthy hands. Every scoop of dirt pulled something out of me. Anger, shame, lies. I saw the man I had become, and I couldn't stand it. He sat beside the hole. The stars above him looked brighter than he'd ever noticed. I can't undo the years I've wasted, the people I've pushed away, the things I never said. But I can stop, bury myself in silence. A silence passed. Then a voice, trembling, came from the crowd. "Then what now, Uncle?" He looked up, eyes rimmed red. "Now, I fix it. Today, one day, I write the letters I never wrote. I eat real food. I bathe. I pray. I forgive myself." He stood slowly, every movement a declaration. You don't need a miracle. You don't need 21 days, or 90, or a new year. Just one day. One honest day. The hole still sits behind his house, but now it's filled with roses. Villagers come from miles away to sit by the garden and hear the story. Children leave handwritten notes in the soil, and on a wooden sign, Idris carved the words. This was a grave. Now it's proof. We spend years slowly digging our own graves, through regret, lies, excuses. But you can also dig your way out. One day of truth is enough to begin again, not because the world forgives you, but because you do. Start where you are, use what you have, and bury nothing but the version of you that gave up. If this story reached you, don't scroll past it. Fix your life. One day, do or die,